Hey guys, what up, what up? It's Miss Lady. Today is Air Max Day. For those of you who don't know what Air Max Day is, it's basically a holiday that celebrates the Air Max 1. It was created on this day in 1987 by a designer named Tinker Hatfield. Today also celebrates the evolution of the Air Max technology, like the bubble. Like that was the first time Nike created this new technology called the air bubble, and it was designed to be on the outside of the shoe and not on the inside. So today just marks like that anniversary of the birth of that technology, the sneaker, and just to see over the years how that evolution has changed. Hence last year to see the Vapor Max, see how the evolution of the bubble is no longer just a specific unit of a shoe, but like for the Vapor Max, it shapes around the entire shoe, which is evolution in itself. So yeah, today celebrates that. In every major city, there's events going on today. Like I know in Soho, the Nike store, they're doing an event. And Philly's actually doing an event. It's more like a happy hour event at this sneaker boutique store called Lapstone and Hammer. So I'm thinking about going. Trying to wrap up some design projects right now, but if I have time, I'm definitely going to check that out tonight. It starts at from 5 to 7. The dope thing I love about Air Max Day is like the events that form around it. Like there's so much stuff that's going on. It sucks that, I mean, Philly doesn't have a lot going on the way cities like New York or LA, in London, like it sucks. But I mean, I'm hoping that as the years grow and Philly grows and the sneaker culture grows here, which I feel like there is a culture here, we can create like really creative events as well to celebrate Air Max Day. But yeah, so let's get into some news. So did not win any raffles. So I told you guys before that I was trying to get my hands on the Air Max 97 one with the Sean Witherspoon. Did not get them at all. I did raffles everywhere and didn't win any. So I'm thinking I might go to StockX, but now that I think about it, I don't really want that silhouette that bad to actually have to go to StockX and pay overprice. Granted, I don't even want to do that. But one sneaker I forgot to tell you guys about that I have to have because I'm a super duper appreciator of the Vapor Max. So Acronym did a collab with Nike again, and they did the Vapor Max mock shoe. It's freaking dope. There was a raffle for those I didn't get, but I'm definitely going on StockX to get me a pair because these are shoes that definitely need to be in my collection. It's like, I feel like it's art to me in some weird way, because the one thing I do love about Acronym is their attention to details. And this piece is art to me, and I need to put this in my collection. This is something I can definitely say this is not an impulsive buy for me. Like I feel like it's a beautiful shoe, and on top of it, I love Acronym. I love their style, so I'm definitely gonna get those. So no longer am I interested in getting the Air Max 97. It's those. But it's all good. I'll keep you guys posted on the Acronym Vapor Max when I order them. Whenever, probably before the end of the week. All right, let's get into what I have on my feed today. So since today is Air Max Day, it makes sense for me to have on a pair of Air Max. So today I am reviewing the Air Max 270. These finally came in the mail. Told you guys I ordered these from sneakerstuff.com, and these are super sick. So sneakerstuff.com is a European sneaker shop. well, like they sell apparel too, but I had to get mine from a European store because here in Philly, I don't know if maybe the places I was looking, but majority of the shoes when these released, they all came in. They started at a men's 8, and I can't fit a men's 8, so I wear men's 7. So my best bet was to shop at a Euro size, and because I live in the United States, there are no Euro sizes. So I chalked it up and I said, you know, I'm just gonna order from Sneaker Stuff or whatever European store I could find that had my size. So these came in the mail. I ordered them last week. They came in the mail super quick, which is surprising for me. But yeah, and I wore them twice, and they're super comfortable. This colorway for me was the best colorway. Very rare. I got them because I love the colorway, and I like to get shoes that I know a lot of people, like at least colorway wise, that a lot of people don't have. So it makes it more rare. And also, like, I feel like the last pair of like yellow shoes I've purchased were my Human Race, the first pair that I reviewed like a few vlogs ago. So I was just like, you know what? I don't have that many yellow shoes in my collection. This is bright. It reminds me of a New York taxi cab. So I thought about all those things, but yeah. So for me, I feel like this was the best colorway. So feature wise, so I don't know if you guys know this, but the Air Max 270 is inspired by 2 pair of Air Max shoes. The one is the Air Max 93s and the other is the Air Max 180. So when the sneaker was designed, those 2 sneakers were in mind, and you can see the features of the sneaker, especially for the panels here. I'm not too familiar with those 2 shoes. I've never had a pair, but I've been like watching a lot of different reviews and comparing the shoe. Like I've seen them before, so you definitely can see where the shoe pulls the inspiration from, and like even the holes here. It's cool to see that like they pulled their inspiration from these 2 different shoes, but then made it something different in itself too, which makes it its own look. And the biggest thing that the feature of this sneaker that everyone's talking about is the air unit. So the air unit is a 270 degree angle, hence why it's called 270. It's the biggest air unit Nike has, and it's really cool because it's the entire heel of the shoe. So when you're walking, you can definitely feel the heel, and it's super, super comfortable. And the cool thing too about this shoe is when you flip it over, like you can definitely see the entire unit, like the cutout of the unit in the shoe. Like for me, like I think the bottom of the shoe is beautiful. Like I love that you can see the technology from the entire heel. It's like, it feels like candy to me. Like I love the translucent feel. Like it's an actual bubble. Like it is an air bubble. Like for me, when I first saw these, that was the first thing that caught my eye, was the air bubble, and the way the air bubble, the contrast against the fabric. It's a very, very cool feature. And then you have the pull tab too, which is really cool here. That matches the air bubble in the back. I love the details. There's so much branding on this one shoe. Like the Air font here in the back, like it's embossed in the shoe, where it feels like it's actually been stamped in, which is really cool. Hopefully you guys can see the detail of that. And then also the 270 on the side here. You guys can see that, hopefully. The 270, yeah. And also on the tongue has the 270 here as well. The only thing I could say about this shoe that I would preferably I could do without is the shoestrings. Maybe I'm not a big fan of the fat I call them the bubble shoestrings. I don't even know the proper name. I don't really care for the shoestrings here. Yeah, if I could do without, like, the Air Max, the racers, the Flyknit racers, I love those shoestrings, the flat shoestrings that sit flushed against the shoe. I like that look, and I think that would be a better shoestring option. But other than that, I think the shoe is pretty dope. It's definitely a different shoe for Nike. Like, to release on Air Max Day, I've seen a few people with the Air Max 270. The first colorway that came out, I believe, were white and like a bluish, like a turquoise color, and gray, if I'm not mistaken. I've saw those. But yeah, there's so many colorways out now that you could get your hands on. Like today, there was a special Air Max Day release, a pair that actually models one of the shoes that this sneaker was originally inspired by, like that original OG colorway. I think it's like white, like a magenta, like a bright magenta for the sole, and I think it's like a cobalt blue, like a splash of cobalt blue. So that colorway is pretty cool. But for me, like I told you guys, this was the best colorway. So when I saw these yellow, I said I had to have them. Yeah, so many details on this shoe that I love. Like the shoe has these panels on it that's inspired by the Air Max 180. Here, these black panels, and I think they're it looks like they're actually infused on the shoe here, and also on the inner part of the shoe here, which is really cool. And then we have the small Nike check that goes here, and I think this is it looks like a matte finish on here. It is just so many levels to the shoe, and also the sock look, and that's a cool feature that I see on this shoe. As we all know, that's a trendy thing. Like a lot of shoes have this sock look, but like it's cool how they took that sock look and actually added something different, because this is not one piece. Like the fabric stops here, and then there's another cuff that overlaps, giving you the heel cup, which is pretty sturdy for this shoe. This is definitely a comfortable fit. Overall, like I told you guys, I had these for about maybe I wore these for about 3 days straight, and they are super comfortable. Like usually when you get a shoe, depending on the cut of it, I have to break them in. But this shoe, definitely I don't. Like when I first got my Vapor Max, I definitely had to break the shoe in. But for this one, no. As soon as I put the shoe on, it definitely fits good for me. Another thing about the shoe too, because of it has a sock fit, I think the shoe does not look good without a foot in it. Like for instance, you guys can see it. Like the formation of the shoe, it just it doesn't form to. It doesn't really have that much of a body. It falls flat slightly to me, because there's no foot inside of the shoe to actually take the shape of the shoe. So right now it just looks like like here it's all loose, and it's just no life. But when you put your foot inside of the shoe, it definitely brings the shoe to life. If that's a weird example of what I'm trying to say, but like right now for me, the way the shoe looks right now is not appealing. But as soon as I put my foot in the shoe, like it eats up all of this baggy space right here. Hence making the shoe look better with a foot in it, if that makes any sense. Yeah, but overall, I think this is a awesome shoe technology wise. Like I love the exposed air bubble. I love the colorway. I love the branding throughout the entire shoe. It's really cool to see Nike taking two ideas of an old silhouette but creating something different. That is what inspiration is to me. Taking something that's already here in existence, but like remixing it and recreating it, but also putting your own flair to it. So this is definitely something that I can say Nike gets 100 points for that. And I look forward to see more of Nike pushing forward. Yeah. So let me know what you guys think about this shoe. If you guys agree with the fit or the colorway. Yeah. And also, like, I want to see how people wear this shoe. It's dope to get it, but like, how do you wear it? So that's super important to me as well. Yeah, so this is definitely going to be in my collection. I can't see myself selling these at all. It's dope shoe, dope fit. Let me know what you guys think.